cockiness, some would call it being a diva. When you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the Woodshed, East Lansing, Michigan. Spartan Stadium on the banks of the Red Cedar and home to Michigan State. As we'll see, the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Michigan State Spartans. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Finds his tight end. At the 45, on his way. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
Looking to throw on first down. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. He's into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 47. Here's why this one's so much fun, guys. Early in the season, sort of a proving ground type of game for a couple squads that believe they can win it all.
And we've heard so much in this offseason, right, about both of these teams and top 10 teams preseason. Now you get a chance to prove it. Like, now you get a chance to see who are the dudes on the squad. These are always fun early in the season, Jesse.
Yeah, it's going to be fun to find out what these teams are about, because we've seen both teams beat up on weaker competition. We know they're both very talented, but let's see good against good and find out what they are.
Wants to throw on first down. Makes the grab. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. Alabama pushing the tempo. Back to pass on second down. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. To the ground to try to pick up the first. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into fourth down. They'll pass on the 48-yard field goal attempt and instead try to pick up the first down. On fourth down, looking to pass. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama!
I love the aggressive nature and the play calling there. In the opening drive of the game, you have an opportunity on fourth down, obviously, to just kick a field goal, take the lead early, establish some momentum. Instead, they get aggressive. They go for it, and not just get it, they score a touchdown.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line.
especially guys that can do such great things after the catch. He catches it. Dang, Palmer, he looks like a daggone receiver after he catches the football.
What a matchup nightmare, too, man. I mean, he's just too big for DBs to cover, and he's too fast for linebackers to cover. If I'm this QB, I'm looking that guy's way a lot more often in this one.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. A lot of room to the right. He's at the... And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown time.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the offense back onto the field. They'll run it from the gun. Oh, he's got some space. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. This is what Spartan running backs do. They get behind their pads, they move the chains. Le'Veon Bell among many who've been great at that.
And Kenneth Walker, man, you pull back a couple years ago, such a great season, too. But just that's their physicality. That's the brand that they've had. That's what their coaches embrace. You know, not being the quote-unquote main team in their state, but they're going to hit you in the face, and they're going to play physical.
The Spartans in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Holds and fires complete to the right. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
And a great job by the defense seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
And the Spartans are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Back to pass, it's Jordan. Working that left side now. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Caught behind the line. It's Ware. At the 35, he's got room. There he goes. Run out of bounds after the long game, but they've got it down 1st and goal.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. The Spartans have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Grab behind the line. It's Ellis. Touchdown, Michigan State. A great catch and run for 6.
And this offense shows you why they are really hard to stop. The long, explosive run. You think everybody's thinking run, pile in the box. The play-action pass. They can beat you with the run. They can beat you with the pass. This is a tough offense to stop.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes that Alabama offense. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike score. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're
turning it on. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. Alabama quickly back to the line.
Really nice run there. No, listen, modern-day college football, I know it's all about spread offense and throwing the football and going up tempo and scoring quickly. But, man, you think back to Bear Bryant in Alabama, doesn't it always seem like they've always wanted to establish the run game? They've always wanted to be physical. Bear Bryant would have loved this guy in his backfield. With his physical style of running, man, he fits that just perfect.
Dances away. On the run, deep down the right side. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. There are penalties you sort of forget about and others that sort of stick with you for a while. You get a play like that wiped out, that one's going to linger. They'll line up for a second down play. Finds the tight end. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And here comes the offense on second down. They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, Alabama.
Here comes the offense on second down. The give to the tailback. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. He makes the grab, and they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. Now on fourth down and 5, they'll try to move the chains. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. That's where they'll mark him a very productive play and a first down.
Well, this quarterback has a ton of confidence in his wide receivers to win one-on-one, and you're not going to get a big...
Going for it all. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
Well, this defense was ready for go-balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. RPO complete. That'll be enough to give them a first and goal from the 10. Alabama pushing the tempo. Looking downfield on first down. Flushed out of the pocket. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. He's got it on the run. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
That just really nice catch by the big tight end. Throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Wants to throw it. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Quick strike strike through the air for the score.
Third and goal situation, and as a quarterback, you're thinking, I got to find Mr. Dependable. Who is that? It's always the tight end. He does a nice job on the route. He's a really big target. That was a smart decision by the quarterback, and it ends up being a touchdown.
And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. He wants to change this route. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Back to throw. It's Jordan. Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Got it behind the line. It's Ellis. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And on those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the big fella. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the 1st down.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Trying to bull his way in. Touchdown, Smarty. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Setting up for the extra point and the top. All tied up after that one. Possible shootout coming.
And the offense does its job, and now the pressure switches back to the other offense. Points at a premium.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Field. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Takes it the other way. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Spartans! What a play by this defense with the pick
the defender exactly what you're supposed to. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Got his man. And they pick up just a few on that completion. They're dealing with a second and long. They're going back to the ground. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. If you're going to play Bama tough, you're going to find out really early if you can handle the running game.
Yeah, they're going to check your chin. I mean, they're going to come in and they're going to give you a steady diet of it. Even when they've had great quarterback play and spread the ball out, it's still a physical principle. They're going to make you stop the run. If you can't stop it, it could be a long game.
The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. Alabama with a multitude of options on second and short. Wants to go up top. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. The give to the running back from the shotgun. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Looking to throw, it's Jordan. Fires to the middle. Oh, he drops it. That is a catch he makes 99 times out of 100, but it'll be third down.
And that doesn't happen very often. That's their go-to guy. I love the way they move him around the field, and they try to attack the middle with him to get the ball in his hands and let him do some damage. And he shows you the drop. Okay, it's in there, but it doesn't happen very often.
Intercepted. Oh, what a play. Taking it the other way. The 20. The 10. Touchdown, Bama. How about this defense taking one back to the house? The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Hold and fire complete. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make him miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Just a short pass to the tight end. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call.
Well, they're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Back to pass, it's Jordan. Gonna take a shot at this DB. Makes the grab inside the 30. Huge plays like that can change the complexion of a game, and he's got it at the 22-yard line.
Hey, man, on offense, we'll take them however we can get them. And sometimes it's better to be lucky than good. There was a pass deflection there, but a great job concentrating to haul in that play and come up with an explosive play offensively.
To the air on first down. He's got the tight end. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. And the Spartans have it in scoring position on first and goal. He'll set up to throw. Keeps looking downfield. Touchdown, Michigan State! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now? Going into the half with the lead, with the momentum.
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. He wants to start this drive with a pass. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. The give to the back. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Alabama ready to put a boot to it to start the second half. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football with accuracy.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him, so I expect more of the same here in the second half.
And he's down at the 41. That's a first down.
And it's really nice, whether it's RPO or not, is having a defensive line that stones the offensive line, takes away the gaps. It doesn't matter what your read is if you're winning up front on that defensive line.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Jordan. Makes the grab on the left. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. It's complete. And he is marked out of bounds after another big gain. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays. The Spartans are on the move. They'll send the tight end in motion. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Ware. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size.
And you see tight end matchups all over the field all the time now. It used to just be in the red zone. Now you just find the big fella, you put him in the slot, try to give him the ball as much as possible because you know he can make big plays.
The give from the gun. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
In halftime in this locker room, there's a lot of positive things to talk about. You got the lead. But you know what else will be positive, Palmer? Get the running game going early in this second half.
You're absolutely right here. And I think this coaching staff is going to try to put this game on the offensive line a little bit. Let these guys take this thing over, be physical, and push this defense around.
Right back to the well. And nowhere to go this time, and he couldn't follow up the big run with another.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, it's Jordan. Moves around to clear up the vision. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
I love it. The defense brings extra bodies near the line of scrimmage. They choose to blitz, get to him, try to speed up the processor just a little bit, force the scramble, no damage done. Nice job by this defense making him think really quickly and make a decision.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
He splits the uprights. And now the lead is extended a little further. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Army has the lead right now. Feels like they've been on top since they parachuted the ball into Michie Stadium, but they haven't been able to pull away. They're up by 4 over Cincinnati. This one has actually kind of exceeded expectations. Always a memorable chapter in the book of college football.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Looking to throw on first down. They're working that left side. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
On the move to the right and looking for a big one. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day.
And it's just a bad decision by the quarterback. I get that he's outside the pocket, the play's breaking down, but you can't force it into your top receiver. If he's not open, you got to throw it away. The defense took advantage with the interception.
Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
Hey, and I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
The offense changing the play. Scanning the field, it's Jordan. Right down the middle. He almost had the pick, and that could have given them a boost. Instead, it'll be 3rd down.
Well, a great job in coverage on the back end by the defense. You just got to finish the play. That should have been a pick.
Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. He's looking downfield to throw. And that 3rd down pass had some serious juice, but they couldn't hook up.
And that's just what this defense needed. They needed to get a stop here in the 3rd quarter. They've given up a lot of plays, a lot of points, a lot of yards. Needed to get a stop and try to get this ball back to their offense.
First run of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. He'll start this drive going to the air. He'll pull it down and run. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. Alabama quickly back to the line.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
From the shotgun, the inside give. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short. A lot of urgency for this offense.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
Rolling right and going deep. He's got it for a big play. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal.
Slam it.
And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? They'll try it again from the one on second and goal. Touchdown, Alabama! Fired in from the red zone for the score. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different, bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
This one in play, first snap of the drive from the 25. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
They got nothing on the last play. It's second and 10. To the air, it's Jordan. Rushes on him. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose.
Doesn't it always seem like that ball is on the ground for like 30 seconds? You got 17 guys running at it, slow motion. Like, I got to get the football. Offense, very lucky to get that football back.
That's the end of the quarter, and Michigan State has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete to the left. Out midfield, he's got room. Found the seam on the left. Touchdown, Sparty. And they take it in for 6 more points. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback, because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short, and he did the rest of the work.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. They're in a precarious spot here. That lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here.
And this is going to fall on the quarterback's shoulders. You're in the fourth quarter. You're trailing. It's a close game. You are going to have to complete some balls. You're going to have to make some big-time throws in small windows under duress if you're going to bring your team back and will them to victory. Incomplete there, obviously, but expect...
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. Sparty and nearly 75,000 of his closest friends pegging the decibel meter on third down. He lets one fly deep. And it's picked off for the fourth time today. Trying to take it back. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the fourth quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. There to stop him after a pickup of 1 to the 22.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team. All kinds of room to the right. At the 20. Touchdown time. And what a turn of events as this defense gets to pick 6.
Oh, they could not have come up with a bigger play at a more opportune time. The defense getting the interception and taking it back to the house right at a point in the game when it looked like the offense was maybe going to pad their lead and seal this one. All of a sudden, this game has gotten really interesting.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive, throwing a pick 6, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Fires to the big fella. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
Looking to throw, it's Jordan. Here he goes breaking the pocket. The throw. And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover. Got some room to run. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
So much pressure on this defense just to get a stop on this drive. They were trailing, but after that turn of events and the interception, they've now got the lead. And remember, they're going to have to come right back on the field. They've got to be able to refocus themselves. But what a play.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. It's a good thing to be charitable, Jesse, but I think the last couple of drives might be overdoing it a bit.
I agree, and I think at this point, David, the quarterback here, he's got to be a CEO, and he's got to really get his guys settled down. A couple turnovers in a row now. They've got to find a rhythm.
A CEO, a.k.a. don't screw it up, young man. That's what it sounds like on the sidelines with the coaches. We got to stop turning the football over.
After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Reads it, fires complete. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Defense not fooled there in a 2-minute situation. This offense trying to go quick game, trying to catch some blocks to see if they can spring that guy, but the defensive pursuit just too good on that one.
Now he's going to glide away from pressure. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
And the Spartans come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Now on the option. He just has a nose for those little crevices to be able to find space, and he picks up the 1st down.
And I feel like the option is a play that this guy can run in his sleep. He's constantly making the right decision, so I love it here. 3rd down, we're putting it on him to do the right thing. He had to keep the football there. The defense took everybody else away. It was open for him, so he's able to just pick up enough to keep this drive moving and keep the sticks rolling.
To the air, it's Jordan. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And I'm so interested to see how this young man responds, man. Like, he has been really good all game long. Put up some big numbers, but now it's prime time. It's a big moment. Can he step up in this spotlight, make a big drive, make a big play for his team to maybe go win this football game?
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Got his man down the middle. Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Spartans. And inside a minute to go, and they've got the lead.
Well, the offense shows you what they're made of. They're scoring the touchdown. They take the lead with only seconds to go, and now it's on the defense to ice this thing when they take the field.
And he knocked that one right down the middle. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Starts a drive trying to go up top. It's complete on the right side. Gets away from one. Finds some space. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. He knew exactly what they needed there, made the play, and got out of bounds to stop the clock.
And you got to keep this turbo mode on, right? We got to keep going fast. The clock's running down. 4th quarter, need a score. Great execution to get the 1st down. We need a lot more of this on this drive.
It's caught downfield. You want to talk about shifting the field in an instant. He's got it all the way down to the 10-yard line.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
Defense will take a timeout with 28 seconds left.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. to fire on second down. Extending the play. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Offense will use a timeout. 19 seconds left in the game.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. In that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. From the gun, running back gets to give. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. The offense gets the timeout. 12 ticks left on the clock. Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on fourth down. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. So now we'll line up for one of the biggest kicks of this game. This to tie things up in the final minute. Didn't make them sweat at all. It's good. And they tie the game in the final seconds. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He might want another play. Dropping back, it's Jordan. He rifles one deep down the right side. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
Man, you know the defensive coordinator on that play was holding his breath, because in the fourth quarter, you've got one of the fastest players in the game going deep on you. And that's going to be a helmet sticker for somebody. Like, forcing an incompletion against that guy, that's incredible.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line. All right, guys, so here we go in overtime. And just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach for most teams when it comes to overtime, David.
Yeah, and remember the rule change a couple years ago, too, and the second overtime and two-point conversion. So all this stuff is situational-type football that you better have worked on throughout these weeks of the season.
They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the middle. If he runs this back, this game's over. And the takeaway will put the finishing touches on this one. And, man, just a soul-crushing turnover by this offense here in overtime.
It's so tough throwing the ball down in this area of the field, right? The windows are so much smaller, and they open and they close so much quicker. You've got to be so precise with timing and accuracy if you're the quarterback. And that time, it came back to bite him. Just didn't execute well enough.
Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. With a condensed field in overtime, if you can establish the run, it is a huge advantage.
Big-time advantage. You establish your physicality, come out the gates, put you in a positive way. Now, the play action opens the whole play.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. Just feeds the running back. The ball bounced right to him, and he's on the move. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least... And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. Third down, and they want to make sure their kicker has a chance to win it in overtime. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13.
And I just love when guys know exactly where the sticks are. You could tell, ran with purpose, finished through the sticks, and got just enough for the 1st down.
And a nice job up front, too, right? Good communication. Everybody knew where they had to go. Hat on a hat, work the double teams, and get some push.
And I'll tell you what, no secret on this drive. This offense, they're not trying to maintain balance. They're trying to line up and just dot you right in the eyes. 4 straight runs, get the 1st down, and really starting to play physical.
The give to the back. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. They'll set up for this chip shot that would win the game. Timeout called by the defense. They want to make sure they avoid any hint of a mental lapse here in overtime. Down, any kind of score wins it. They want to make sure they stay in position for their kicker. He's in! A game-winning touchdown in overtime.
Game on the line, and they've got to be the more physical side. Great job getting blocks up front. He was able to skirt his way into the end zone, David, to win this game.
Man, that's why I want the ball second in OT. I know exactly what I need to go get it done. They take it down the field, run in the end zone, and end the football game.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.